Girl, I'm sick of it. I'm gonna just have to keep the internet, the Wi-Fi on. If it go in and out, I'll get on my phone because I'm mad today. Okay, we going live for real.
Oh Lord. Your mouth is frozen.
It ain't going on. All right, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm going to my phone. Forget it.
Yeah, because your mouth is stuck like this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna get on the phone. Ugh.
And I think we're gonna just have to play the audio and keep the picture on there. I can already feel it.
Well, you're gonna have to put the audio on yourself because I'm doing it from my phone now. So
where is it?
It's in the chat in your when you sent it to me in the messages.
Wait, so I need to upload it to.
Oh, we're live. You know what? This thing is. Hello, everybody.
Oh Lord. Hey y'all.
Yes, we are live. What's up, Jamie? It's just one of them days
that the girls go through.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh Lord, we live.
We live.
We don't even care. We don't care. We human. We don't even care.
I'm just glad y'all are chatting, ready to go. You ready, Miss Kai?
I'm ready. We ready.
Let's get it. Ooh, that was that. You've been the whole time I would have been. Let me get on the line. Let me get on here.
And you are now tuned in to Champagne Confessions. You already know what that means. Tell all your people that this is the place to be. Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. Champagne Confessions is the podcast that will motivate you to become the best version of you. So why not have a sip with the ladies tonight? Because we are about to talk our ish. Let's get it, guys.
Hey, lady. Look, we started off wrong. I know your music probably playing in the background, isn't it? You still on mute. Look, it's like that. It's one of them days today. You already know we just with the foolery every Thursday night, but I'm glad you guys are here. This is going to be a very special episode. I really would love for you, if you have children,
Maggie, you stuck. Hey, everybody. Maggie, you stuck.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm leaving. Give me a minute.
Y'all bear with us. It's been a day. Hey, Jamie. Y'all bear with us. Bear with us. Bear with us. What's up, everybody?
So my bad. I ain't gonna play with this
Jamie,
today.
yes, a little technical difficulties.
Yes. Hang with us. Bear with us. We're so sorry. That's life. Sometimes you gotta move with it. But let's rewind this again. Let's try it again. So, how are you today, Kai?
I'm good. We having a little technical difficulties, but who doesn't?
And that's why you make it work, right?
Right.
You make it work.
You got it, girl.
Yes, I'm good. I am absolutely good. I ain't got to worry about it. I'm on my phone. I'm just going to deal with that today. But I definitely want to talk about, some things here. And I'm glad you guys are tuning in. Please share this out. Like I was stating, it's a very important episode. I feel anybody 13 and up can watch this because it's a message for everybody, because it's not just one targeted, even though the majority is women, but there are cases for males too. So everybody can get something out of that, even if you have a daughter, relay this message to them. Definitely. So we're going to start it off with some motivation. We always do that, and everything, follow us and everything. Beautifully. Oh, put that up there. You did?
No, ma'am.
Let me put that off. My bad. So the motivational moment here is, The moment you accept responsibility for everything in your life is the moment you gain the power to change anything in your life.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna put that up there for a moment. Just let you guys ponder on that. What do you think that means? Does that, I mean, to me, that speaks volumes, and I'm gonna see what the audience is talking about and everything. But it's about the ownership of your own, taking that accountability. You can point the finger at everybody and anybody, but are you putting the finger back at yourself? Everybody ain't out there, doing you wrong. Sometimes it's your actions that cause these things to happen to you. So you got to own up to your mistakes, brush it off and do better the next day. But you have to accept, okay, I messed up today, but guess what? Tomorrow, there's no excuse about that. I take ownership for my own actions and I'm responsible for me. So that's how you gain the power to change anything in your life. Because when you blame people and people they go on like that. And then, of course, misery likes company. So you're going to keep the people that are sticking to that bitterness. And all of you guys, it's a bad, toxic friendship, whole circle of people that's just, all the time. And guess what? That brings you down. It brings your energy down. And it's just like, you don't need to surround yourself with people that will continue to feed that energy of negativity. Exactly. So you won't ever believe that, I'm great, because you're listening to all of them. Now you're wondering, you know what? Why is this happening to me? And I'm gonna always quote this. Will Smith said it. You cannot expect anybody else to make you happy. You have to make yourself happy.
And only people can add to it, but it starts within you. It starts within you. Change, happiness, everything. And then another thing is you have to start, if you have multiple people saying the same thing, at some point, you want to look at yourself and evaluate that. You know what I mean? It's not everybody. It's always, people like you said, like to point the fingers, but at some point, drop that ego, because egos are long gone. Yeah. It's not even in style anymore. It really isn't. We're not wearing those anymore. Because what you're doing is you're not being fair to yourself. You're not allowing yourself the opportunity to see what else, what you can attract, who you can become. You're not changing who you are. You're just becoming a better you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? But like you said, that won't happen if you first don't recognize, and accept the responsibilities for your own actions.
Absolutely. Like what Jamie said, to me, is accepting accountability to be a better person. Don't blame everybody the way you know how to. You won't move forward if you're always taking a step back and putting those excuses and, I just can't do it today. Guess what? You just spoke that to an existence. I'm not good enough. Oh, you're manifesting that out there into the atmosphere, because you are putting yourself down. You got to lift yourself up. That's why at Champagne Confessions, my mental space, we talk about daily affirmations.
Yep.
Love you too, Cookie by nature. I'm glad you guys are tuning in. But Deshaun, I will check your message in a moment. I'm sorry if I missed it. Look, busy. But let's go ahead and get into, we got a little bit of motivation, and I'm glad everybody got their feedback in there. But Kai, you have audio that you want to play? You got that pulled up? Because we want to go into our next topic. This is our hot topic. You already know we, got to start with that. We got the motivational boost, and we got our hot topic of the day. And today's hot topic is about, it's going to go into what our main topic is for today. And this is about T-Boz. So if a lot of people don't follow T-Boz, we do, we ATL natives, so we got to keep up with our fellow ATL-ians. TLC T-Boz and daughter Chase She's going to play this audio so you can kind of hear it, but it's going to go into what we're talking about today. So if you haven't heard it, you got it lifted, ready to go?
Yep.
Okay.
1 second. All right, I got it up.
Okay, so y'all just take a listen to this for a moment and just hear it out.
Okay, let me play it from the beginning. Sorry, guys. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So my daughter was just leaving the doctor's office, and when she came to the car, she had a weird thing on her windshield wiper. So instead of touching it, because when you do, they'll have some kind of drug substance on there that will make you drowsy and knock you out. Okay? So this is the thing. She looked at her surroundings. She hurried up, got in the car, drove off, went to a safe, crowded location, and took some object to knock it off. But now the concern is, now I hear they put trackers on your car. So if you have a father, brother, mail around, police station, wherever, make sure y'all check for trackers so they won't track you guys home or to the next location.
And it cut off right there. It's a little bit more to it, but the gist of it,
to give you a
idea. It's the idea of what we're talking about today, because this is going to be one of those episodes that you really need to get your notepad and just really write down some things, because we're really going to break down this topic today. We're talking about human trafficking. This is not, honestly, I think this is rarely spoken on. I mean, in my opinion about this, I feel like awareness, and we're going to bring on someone special that is definitely, an advocate for building our children up, protecting them. But yeah, human trafficking. If you don't know what that is, you're definitely going to know what it's about today. And I want to bring on a special guest, and I definitely want to get her bio. And guess what? I'm on my phone now, ladies. I'm gonna let her introduce herself then. How about that? We'll do it like that. So go ahead and bring her on. I'm loving everything about that. So everybody just share this out so you won't miss another thing. But hello. How are you today?
Hello.
Miss Phaedra.
Miss Phaedra.
Hey,
how are you today, Miss Lady?
I'm good, honey. I'm good. How are y'all?
I'm good. I'm so glad that you are actually here. It's a gem to have you on this actual episode to, I've only spoken to you for a brief moment, but I was just jotting down notes and just getting so much information from you. And I'm eager to have everybody here know who you are. So without further ado, just kind of introduce who you are just a little bit.
Okay. Hey, everybody. My name is Phaedra. I am the CEO, Executive Director of Self-Made Beauty. And Self-Made Beauty is a nonprofit that mentors to young girls on awareness of sex trafficking. I am a huge advocate of that. I have a background in law enforcement. I am also an author. I wrote a book. It's What Society Says versus My Truth, Winning with the Hand Life Dealt. I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, and I'm currently working on my master's degree. So I am really busy.
Yes.
You know what's funny? I also have a bachelor's, and I studied criminal justice as well.
Nice. Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Just women that are just, yes, we, nurturers and everything else, but we out there in the community.
Right.
We're making a difference in this world, because this generation right about now, they need it, especially our young women.
Yes.
Our young women are starting to develop a lot faster than but at the same time, maybe we wasn't dressing as, like they were. We had the baggier clothes and things like that. So it might have hidden certain features of a female's anatomy, but now it's on full display and it's allowed at schools. So you got people that are teaching your child.
Yes.
Praying.
Yes.
Praying on your child.
Predators. You got lawyers, judges, any professional field that you can think of. pedophiles are in there.
Oh,
and
yeah,
in
believe
the schools, most definitely, it's a lot of them. And it's not only the men, we have women as well. So let's not leave the women out. You'd be surprised.
Oh yeah, now we definitely gonna break it down to some facts and everything, because look, this episode I really want you to get something out of it, people. So let's start it off. Since you're kind of bringing it up a little bit, we need to know.
All right, so real quick, I'm gonna talk a little fast, y'all, because again, I'm passionate about this, and it's so much knowledge.
Oh yeah,
a lot of people just only get to touch the surface. So I'm just gonna go quick, but not too quick. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna do it layman term, and then I'm gonna actually give the definition of human trafficking, and then we're gonna do it layman term to break it down for people. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So human trafficking is the practice of exploiting adults and children for the use of condiments or objects and conditions of sexual and labor servitude. For those who don't know what servitude is, it's the state of being a slave or completely subject to someone more powerful. So, layman term, it's the illegal trade in human beings through recruitment or abduction by the means of force, fraud, or coercion by the purposes of forced labor, debt bondage, and sexual exploitation. So it's typically modern day slavery.
Mm-hmm.
So we're finna jump into this real fast. All right. So all 50 states, including DC, has passed an anti-trafficking law. The top 10 states, regardless of what you heard, Georgia is not number 1 for sex trafficking. However, we are number 10.
That's still high. That's too much.
It is. It really is. But these are the states: California, Texas, Florida, New York, Ohio, Michigan, Missouri, North Carolina, Illinois, and of course, Georgia. The reason people get it messed up that we're number 1 is because of the hub, which is the airport. And the reason, right, because it's an international airport.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so we have Georgia, we have all the main connections, the I-85, 285, 75. We have all the main connections. So that's why people get it misconstrued that we number 1, but we are not. We are in the top 10. A new thing that's going on, recruiting tactics. We all look for certain things. They did a pie. A lot of this stuff I have knowledge because I'm law enforcement. You all wouldn't have this, but they did a pie chart. The pie chart starts at 100%. 36% of friends are recruiting friends for sex trafficking. That's a high percentage. 17% is family, 17% is social media, and 30% is strangers. So that's why I be telling parents, be mindful of your children's
friends. Absolutely.
Yep. Dang. Let's see. It's so much. I'm just trying to hurry up and skim through it. All right. So another great thing that happened here in Georgia recently with the governor, he signed law. The law was in 2013. September 2013 is when they made it a law here in Georgia. So as far as fines go, now this is a new thing that they just put into place. The fines have increased from 500 to 1,000. In these places, these signs have to be posted. A lot of people don't understand, but if you do business in Georgia, the signs have to be posted as it pertains to sex trafficking. So when you go into establishments that I'm about to call out, you should see these signs posted. If not, if you don't see this sign posted, you can call. It's a number I'm gonna give you all that you can call and report them. All right. So adult entertainment establishments, they must sign. I'm gonna tell you about that sign. Bus station, bars, truck stops, emergency rooms, hotels, rest stop areas located along the interstate, government buildings, urgent care centers, privately operated job recruitment centers, primary airports, businesses and establishments that offers massage and body work services by a person who is not a massage therapist. So this sign has to be posted in these businesses that I have shared with you all, and it has to be in English and in Spanish. And what this is information about the numbers are the National Human Trafficking Resource Center and the Georgia Hotline for Human Trafficking Resources. So this sign has to be posted in one of these establishments that I have shared with y'all. Also,
I never noticed it. Honestly, I don't think I pay attention to it.
A lot of people don't even know it. This right here is another app that's shared for sex trafficking, you all. And it's See Something, Say Something. You can download the app. You can have it on your phone. It's actually for any kind of crime. You can be anonymous. You don't have to put your information. But me, I'm 10 toes down. I'm gonna put my name in it so you'll know who turned the heater.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Right.
Okay, I told her she got facts.
I'm telling you,
that's why we sitting here like she's running the show. And we're just gonna ask questions and get educated.
All right, so these are the facts for Atlanta. When I talk about these facts, it's just for Atlanta. When I did the research, guys, I did one for each county, but this right here is just for Atlanta so that we can go in real fast. All right, these statistics came from the Center of Public Policy Studies. All right, so again, like I said, Georgia is one of the major hubs, which is Atlanta, for sex trafficking because of the airport. Per Mayor Dickens of Atlanta, underground sex trafficking brings in $300 million a year in Atlanta. Just Atlanta. Atlanta has the highest number of trafficking Hispanic females in the world.
I believe that.
I believe that.
I can, yeah.
On an average, 100 juvenile girls are exploited each night in Georgia. Approximately 374 girls are commercially exploited each month in Georgia. Sadly, the age, guys, here's the age where they start with these girls is 12 to 14 years old.
I believe, I've heard that. I've been hearing that for the longest. Yep. Now I have heard that. That's sad.
It's a mess. This is the sickening part right here. These numbers, what finna throw you out the chair. 12,000 men in Georgia pay for sex with young girls each month.
12,000.
That's so sick.
Men.
That's sick.
Phaedra, we have a question from Jamie. He said, what took them so long to pass this law?
Okay, so the law has been passed since 2013. However, it wasn't really, well, I'm gonna say it wasn't noticed, but it wasn't a big thing, to where a lot of people was paying it some attention. And a lot of cases started coming about. So in 2013 is when they actually put it into law, September 2013. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so that's why you pretty much, you're advocate for it, because like I said, you don't really hear this, so, and we got some, I know you're breaking it all the way down, but we're going to come back to everything that you spoke about so we can go to more detail about it, because we have some points that we're going to get across, but keep going.
All right, so Craigslist is the most efficient medium of marketing for sex. So everybody ain't on Craigslist, just look for apartments. Y'all be mindful of that.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all remember that? I believe because that Craigslist killer, that's what opened my years ago. They something else.
Yep. Yeah, these men, and that's why I be telling these girls when they another way that they get these girls is online, social media, and it's certain hashtags that they put on that these girls, our young girls will put up that these men start watching them. And another key point too, when you have girls on social media and everybody's like, oh, you want to model for me? Y'all stop doing it. Stop just thinking somebody gonna pay for you to come to a whole different state for you to model. Don't do that. That's another bait that they're using for our girls.
That's awful. Like
that is like
I mean, I'm just really
like when you see, like, you ever seen the postings of like job, like it be like we need kids, and it be specific for school age kids, like, oh, you want a summer job, ring this number up, and I'm like, I tell my child every time, nope, no you don't, no you're not doing that. If it's not a legitimate business or you got an application, a W-2 and all that type of stuff, no ma'am, we're not doing it. Never been about that.
I'm sorry. So now the human traffickers are taking on a cyber approach, as you said, with that. One thing that they'll say is, do you want to make fast, quick money? Would you like to be a model or a brand ambassador for my business? And they always, for some reason, be like, let's meet at Target and Walmart. Those are the places. And the crazy thing, Target and Walmart, this is where the women come at these kids. And it's just casual conversation. And another, I know one girl that I spoke with, she said that this lady invited her to a church. And she was like, she went, but she was like, when she got there, she said the address, she said it wasn't a church. And she said, just so happened she took two people with her. And she said she went down the street and it was a van. Like, yeah. So, and I was like, girl.
Was it a white van?
I don't know what it is with these white vans, but yeah.
White vans, like.
Yep. Another, these girls, this is what I want. I always tell my girls, this is what I preach to them. When you go to the club, please stop going to these clubs alone, because you always will meet somebody say, I need a new friend.
Yep.
Y'all always hear that?
Oh yeah.
It's a popular club scene now. That's the thing that they say now. And they quick be like, I need new friends. I need new friends. Let's hang out. Let's meet here. This, that, and third.
No, I personally don't need no more friends.
And you know that's happening in these groups I joined. It be groups. They be like, "Oh, let's go all get up and get together." I'm like,
yes.
I don't know these people. I'm not meeting up with you at all.
Exactly.
No new friends. My motto: no new friends.
Right.
Exactly.
Yep. Mess. It's sad. Let me see. So this is I'm gonna go real quick on how to protect yourself from getting kidnapped. It's not 100%, but it's a measure that we can actually try to take ourselves, because I do it. I have a daughter. She's actually a flight attendant, and I'm gonna share a quick story with you all with her. She was like, Mom, she had called me crying one day, and she was saying that a little girl was on the flight, and she was like, because it's real big in Ohio, and she said, Mom, she said, I know this little girl was being trafficked because what you told me, and how you been educating me on this. And so she said when they stopped, she said she told the pilot, and of course everybody had their policies of how they do stuff. She told the pilot, and so he told her, when you see the guy or whatever, she said, I told him, once I see him, I'm gonna pull my glasses down. Because you don't want to be identified.
Yeah, you don't want to make it a scene. You want to do it discreet.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. And so she said, when those two men got off the plane, she said, Mama, I didn't see that little girl. And she was like, we don't know how that girl got off that plane, but she got off. Yeah.
What? She got away.
But that's the thing, like these people, and see what people don't realize, and I 100% believe this, can't nobody tell me, the majority of these traffickers are narcissists. Nobody gonna think of otherwise.
I believe that.
A lot of our people don't really understand the definition of what a narcissist is. I've researched that too. And they full-fledged, you got so many different levels of them, but the majority of them are manipulative narcissists. Them things something serious. There's something.
Oh yeah.
But again, like I said, because I have a daughter, and just to hear the stories of other people, and then just to hear some of these stories of these girls that actually went through it. And I know people be like, how did they get out? How did they get out? The sad part about this is they get them so early that they really groom these girls. They brainwash them. And when you do get them out, I'll say out of 100, you might get 2 that actually stay out. But because they so that's their new norm.
That's what they know now.
Right. And
that's their way of life.
Exactly. And then you don't have somebody manipulate you your entire life. That's your norm. That's all you know. Mm-hmm. But these are some of the things that I teach to the girls, and I tell them as far as a measure. Find alternative routes home. Stop being so routine. That's just like the kids that always walk, and I hate seeing children walk with these earphones in their ears. Oh my God, that blows me. Always let somebody know where you are, who you with, and where you going. Keep your location on. My daughter is 27, but I have her location on still. That's my and stop with my friend. Who is your friend? Your mama, they mama ain't never named nobody child my friend. Give people names. Stop telling people my friend. I need to know who. Allow your parents to track your locations, or a close friend, or even a mentor. Mm-hmm. Stop walking around with headphones in your ears. Be aware of your surroundings. And I say this now with the buddy system. When we were coming up, it's you and another person. But I recommend at least 4 people for the buddy system, because they can't kidnap 4 people. 2, but 4.
Yeah. Oh God.
Never go anywhere and leave your food or drink. Remember, if I move, I lose. Don't do it. And girls, always keep your keys in your hand. When you leave out the store, you're going to your car. So automatically have your keys in your hand. Hit that unlock button. Do what you got to do. And as soon as you get in your car, lock your door.
Phaedra, I have to say I'm feeling like we need to have a in-person invitation, honey, on a class. Like seriously,
it's a lot. And like I said, I know we hear briefly, and it's like that's why I'm trying to run through it and give you, but it's like I can't even give you half of the stuff I have researched. But
no, you take your time. Like what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through each topic and just kind of go more detail about how we feel about and our opinions on it. But you don't have to. You don't even have to rush. You really don't have to. This show here, we want to open it up to some of the comments in the chat. Like Jamie said, even as an adult, it's still risky to go alone in these clubs. Absolutely,
totally agree.
And like you said, you can't. You better hold that cup with you, and it's going everywhere you going, because you put that cup down and you turn your back, they putting something in it.
Right. And can I go get you a drink? No, you cannot.
Yeah.
You can buy me a drink while we sitting at the bar and I see them pour and making it to me.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay, girls. Right. Okay.
Another key point that I want to bring up is to our graduates. Congratulations to the graduates. But y'all be mindful when you move, because a lot of people want to go out of state to college. Be mindful of telling people where you from, because that's another alert to a traffic. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm from Atlanta. Okay, so good. You don't know what
she don't know her surroundings. She don't know what's going on.
Nobody here knows you. So it's like it's a lot that parents have to make their children aware of. And it's like we just be like, oh, my child going to college. But it's a different day and a different time. And we have to prepare our kids so different than how we were prepared when we were young.
Absolutely.
And so I tell the kids, like, when you do go to college, go somewhere and be like, oh yeah, I'm from such and such. Even though you don't know, they don't know that. But don't be telling people if you go to Alabama State or you go to Ohio State or whatever college you choose of your choosing. Don't tell these people that you're not from that state, because that's another way that you all can get kidnapped and get into this foolery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Exactly. That's the truth right there.
Let me see. Look at some of these comments. It says, I get hassled in clubs, which is why I don't ever go. Wolf Day said, be vigilant. Hold on. What's good, AFN? Be vigilant in protecting yourself and your family. And Will Georgia Weeper, thank you for watching. Somebody coming from the Atlanta Falcons Nation channel over here, just getting some good information. We appreciate you. New to the chat, hit that subscribe button. If you're over here for the first time, we really do appreciate
hit that
you.
like button.
Please.
Right. Y'all get her viewers up.
Oh, yes.
Please get, We're trying to branch the show out. We're not trying to shy away. Get those likes up. Go ahead and still share it. Share it out now. We still on here. It's not too late.
Now, you went into the percentages of trafficking and everything else. Do you see a increase, or is it just awareness is starting to happen now? Or, is it, because it seemed like it's a lot more acknowledgement of it, because that's all you hear on the news now. Right. Some educator, some politician, this person, this sheriff, this,
Yeah.
Have you seen an increase in that percentage? Because how long you been doing this and studying it?
Let me see. The studying has gone, for me, it's 3 years now. But just for my 3 years of studying, I have seen the increase, one, with more involvement. Okay. And then two, I've seen the increase from girls to boys. So it's like, it's not just really the girls that they had. These boys, they had them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it. And then it's sad because it can be your person in your own family.
Most definitely.
So let's see here. And you did say how to avoid it. So you was telling me earlier about money.
Oh, I got those numbers.
Like just the let's paint a picture to everybody exactly. Like now we know, be vigilant of your surroundings, but we want to know, like, what are the things that you really really, really, really need to pay attention to. Like you said, the airport, these places, what are they strategies, that is really, really, really grabbing these kids?
Okay, so where is it at?
I'm serious. We need to have an in-person like her to talk to some ladies. We like seriously.
Yeah, because it can be older women, it can be like you look young and it's just they thinking, oh, I ain't nobody gonna bother me, and they just walking.
Yeah, we need to have men,
anywhere.
women, boys, girls, whoever, because it's not like she said, it's not just young ladies or women being targeted. They targeting men, but especially our younger men. This is serious.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, it's like I was recently out. Now I go with people that I can trust, and I don't go alone. And if I'm going alone, I'm sharing my location. I'm letting you know where I'm at. Yeah. But it was one night, me and my homegirl, we was out, and it was two young ladies. One thing I'm gonna say about this: don't ever go out there and get beyond so drunk that both of you guys are holding each other up. You can't help each other at all. This girl, she fell flat on her face, and her friend can barely get around. And some dude grabbed her by the hand, picked her up, and everything. That could have been it for her. Oh, yeah. She fought him off, but guess what? He looking in that parking lot waiting on you to come bring your sloppy ass out.
Yep.
So that he can take advantage of it. Stop doing that, people. Yes, we want to turn up and, get lit and all this, but you also need to be aware of what's going on.
Times have changed. Times have changed. We got to go with the world now. Unfortunately, we're not saying we can't have fun, enjoy ourselves in life, but at the same time, we got to we have to upgrade our radars. Like they gotta be upgraded. You too, men. Like seriously, it's crazy out here. T-Boss's daughter, a flyer on. If she would have touched that, that's what I'm saying. Just like that.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, this episode is very important because a lot of people just don't get it. They're just out there, just like you said, with the earphones in your ear, and you just, especially the ones that wear the hoodie. Ooh. So now you can't even see around you. You got the hoodie on, you got the headphones on. Guess they grabbing you in the back of yourself, and you done.
Yep.
I mean, I'm always looking around, even at the kids when we're at their games and stuff, like the outside with softball or baseball. And I'm talking to somebody, and I'm looking like, let's say somebody's just standing off by themselves, looking suspicious. I'm looking. They're like, "What you looking at?" I'm like, "Look, I'm sorry, but I have to be on guard. Like seriously, you have to. I'm listening, but I'm looking. I have to know my surroundings right now." People are crazy. They shooting up, they kidnapping, they're doing a lot. It's a lot that they're doing. I don't even ride with my purse on the front seat. That junk is on the floor in the back. I don't want nothing. If I'm getting gas by myself, I'm not with my husband, anybody, it don't matter. I am locking the car. My phone is in my hand. Nothing is where you break in. And I'm looking around. You ain't gonna drive off with my car. None of that. And I'm ready. I'm ready with it in my hand. You know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely.
And my husband, if we're all in the car and he gets out, honey, he do not play. Lock them doors. That's one time he came out and I was sitting there with the door unlocked. Oh my God. You would have thought I was a kid. I mean, he was like,
like, no, kudos to him. I know that's right.
He don't play. He don't play. He does not play.
That's the society that we're living in now. And it's not just the traffic. I mean, this is a whole different subject, but these young people, we living in different times.
We are.
We really do.
Yes, we are, guys.
Because I do that. Like when I pump gas, I automatically lock my door. That's just
yes, ma'am.
That's just
yes, ma'am.
And I was told when I first got in law enforcement, they were telling me, they was like, all right, now when you get into this, you're gonna start looking at stuff different. And it's like they're so right, because I don't even look like the way y'all look at stuff. Me and my husband can be out and I'll tell him something. He was like, babe, I didn't even notice that. It's just That's
with
what
law enforcement. Yeah.
But you know what? That's how we all have to be. Just like Matt Mike Sports said, don't let people know too much about you.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I call it great advice. Great advice, Mike.
Come on,
Even on here,
everything
we're
you pinpointing, you don't understand that there's GPSs. People are tracking you.
There
You
you
already got
go.
your location on Facebook. Anywhere you allow my location to be, they can click on a picture now and see your timestamp and everything. It's so much. I was doing my own research where you can't even go into a hotel room anymore and just go lay there like normal. You got to check the holes in the walls. You got to check the camera, the damn alarm clocks.
It is crazy.
It's so be very vigilant of everything that you got going on, people.
Look,
and then we're just not just talking about sex trafficking. We're also just talking about people that just want to rape you, abuse
Speaking of
you.
hotels, Maggie, you mention hotels. Now, mind you, I've been very, vocal about us, having to travel because the kids past 2.5 months, right? So, of course, we're staying in what? Airbnb, hotel, whatever. Do you know, again, my husband, he's gotten, matter of fact, because of him, I've become more like, I used to joke around, say, that's Mr. Safety right there. That's Mr. Safety right there. But it ain't funny no more. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm learning to become more aware. I was already aware, but I've upped my game on it, right? But with these hotels, we're putting the chair, you know how they have like the chairs and stuff at your little suites or whatever? A chair is going underneath that door. We're locking it and everything. Matter of fact, quick story. This past weekend, we had to go to Charleston, North Carolina. In nice hotel. We get back in from the night, being out. I went down. I was on the elevator because we were trying to do so much. We were on the elevator. A lady got on and she's like, talking, doing small talk. She said, be careful. My daughter just got robbed on a floor underneath it. We were on the 5th floor. She was on the 4th. And that's where the elevator stopped. She was coming in from, I guess, checking on her daughter and doing whatever. And we had saw a police car, but it wasn't like anything like, what is going on? What is going on? Right? She said, just got robbed. All it took, it was a knock on her daughter's door. She opens the door and he robs her for $40. And I said, what? Black man, she said, she's describing, she said he's short, black African-American guy, for $40 in the hotel room. I'm telling y'all.
It's not the same time where you can leave your doors unlocked and everybody can come in. Everybody knew everybody in the neighborhood. No, it ain't. It's not that time anymore. It's not.
That's right.
No, when we were growing up in the 90s, like how we talk about our child being in the 90s, we can be on several streets. Only thing we had to worry about was a dog chasing. And at that point, I'm jumping on the mailbox or somebody's car.
Right.
We had that down pat. You didn't have to. It was out there with people taking kids and stuff, but it was nowhere near like this. Yeah. Worrying about a dog and then another adult, trying to check you. You know how everybody parenting you. Like, don't do this, don't do that. That's all we had to worry about. Yep.
But Phaedra, have you heard about this story? We're talking about hotel rooms. Have you recently heard this story about the guy that broke into someone's room at night and was trying to tickle or lick their feet?
Yeah.
Have you heard about that story?
Yeah, he licked that man's feet while he was asleep. But this is what I was going to tell you. Get these door stoppers. You can get them on Amazon. This is what I have for my daughter since she travels. She has this. She has a actually door stopper that goes up under the door, and if it make noise if somebody try to come in there.
Okay, so can you drop that in the chat or something for everybody?
I sure
When
can.
you get a chance, can you please share that?
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah, now copy it and put it in the chat. But go ahead, girl. Keep going. Keep going. We're learning so much from you, you know.
Yep, I like you, Phaedra.
Well, thank you, darling. I love to share music. Educational stuff. We got to. So real quick, when you was asking me about the youth and how they doing stuff. So this is about the human trafficking, like the actual traffickers. They're very intelligent and common. This is what they do to manipulate their victims, which are the kids. They focus on their highest focus is the peers. They're controlled by their traffickers, and they have already fallen victim. What they do is use that juvenile. They use them as a pawn. They buy them the expensive jewelry, the expensive clothes, the latest electronics, all these great things that they flash these kids with, so that way they can remember. I told you 35% peers are putting their peers on this stuff, but that's how they get.
And then they don't know that this is what it is. They just thinking, "Oh man, I'm in a good situation. I'm getting bought stuff." And
Yep, that is so true, and that's how they get them. They smart to a certain extent, but best believe we are at them. The people that they target, and this is one that really just broke my heart, because I was like, wait a minute, what? You know, that's something that we don't think about. The kids that are coming out of the foster care.
Oh no.
Yep. They are their primary targets. Because you have to remember, although we have signed into law now, thank God, that they allow kids to stay beyond the age of 18 now. But you know, back in the past, when they turned 18, they had to, you know, put them out.
And they didn't have nowhere to go.
Because they aged out.
They age out, and no family gonna pick them up, so they just out there trying to survive at this point.
Yep. And when somebody promising you some love, stability, and all this and that, you're gonna go for it. And then when they done got that mind wrapped up.
Oh Lord.
And before you get to this point, real quick, I know you got another part, but I'm gonna implement this story. It's not a personal to me, but it's somebody I know very well. I'm very close to. Her daughter was just a victim of it. Now she didn't get it was her friend, and they were going to the whole story was, hey, we're gonna meet up and go to some fun place. You know, I ain't gonna give too much of the story because it's so personal, but pretty much the friend was already in it. So like you said, the friend recruits the other friend. But this person wasn't down with it. She fought.
Good.
But she fought but didn't survive.
Oh my God.
Because she was like, no. You know, she probably caught something or whatever. But yeah, the young lady did not survive because they pretty much beat her down and killed her because she was defiant and like, I'm not going to be down with this. And I just.
The age group probably like 18 to 20.
Woo.
Yeah, they probably and they was like, oh, we're gonna go to this place, and it ended up not being that place. It was the friend recruiting her, and this just happened. And it's a co-worker, somebody that she's going through her own thing. She had an accident, she's going through it, and now she lost her daughter due to the fact that these friends, these people you so-called trust, are willing to recruit you into, and then sometimes they are groomed into it. They don't realize what's happening. All you know is, girl, I got all these gifts and things going. You're going to come with me. Or they know it too. And it's like, oh, if you say something, this is your life. So now go get some more people.
Right.
But I just had to tell that story because it's actually, a true incident that just happened. So it's real out there.
Yeah, you have to share. Again, it's real life. We're not living in. We got to get out of the fantasy world. Oh, it can't happen to me. It can't happen to me. Heck, I said that, and I didn't think I could be a teenage mom. You know what I'm saying? Back then,
these times that we are living, a teenage mom is the least of our worries.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. That's what I'm saying.
So
that's crazy. That's all we had to, that was the horrifying, that was what being a teenage parent was like, oh my God,
Right.
Now ain't nobody even studying that.
Right.
You right.
It's so many missing ads. I'm looking for my daughter. I've seen so much of that just recently, all on my Facebook, social media, and it's just like, and a lot of times, like you stated, is it homeless? Foster home, and it's the runaway children. They don't like the authority in the household, so they want to, live their life, and mama ain't gonna tell me what to do, so I'm out there with the wrong crowd, and they run away. Tell us about that.
Whew, Jesus.
You know what? Right here, and that's right. Danica Tiller said, "Pay attention to everything and everyone always." So sad, and that's the truth. Like we said, we got to get out of the fantasy world. But I wanted to highlight something that Blackberry said, because Brian and I were actually discussing this for our family.
Martial arts.
Good. Yes.
Good.
Learn how to, we have to learn how to
protect
fight
ourselves
properly. We can get out and do some street boxing, street fighting. I know I can, but we have to learn properly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
That's a good point, though. Like self-defense classes, and this needs to be the norm at this point. Everybody want to legally carry, but you can get that knocked out your hand. Then what?
And that's my whole point. When I talk to people, they always be like, "Oh, I got this." Okay, but if they take it for you, nobody ever prepares for the what if they take it from you and use it on you. Nobody ever prepares for that. So it's like, great point that you said, because I'm trying to partner with a self-defense class now, just because it is for girls or whatever, what I do.
And we need to partner with y'all. Offer these as resources, because we're going to be getting our resource list.
There you go.
Together, Maggie and I, when school is out, we're
gonna come together with some things for the summer, and we definitely want to circle back up with you, and because we really want to do some things for the community. We're focusing on our youth and what we're doing. We're life coaches, and
nice. Look, because I'm this summer, look at God. But this summer, for the months of June and July, I'm actually going to be mentoring to our youth on Wednesday. It's going to be an open dialogue. So I'm waiting for like the sheriff and all those people to email me back so that we can get a schedule together. So I'm doing open dialogue, and I have another young man. His name is Chuck. Kielyn is Whack is his nonprofit. I'm not sure if y'all familiar with Chuck or not, but yeah, he and I, we're gonna work together on some things as well.
Well, we would love to work with. I'm actually a certified mental health coach. Maggie, she's in the process of getting her certification. The nonprofit is My Mental Space Incorporated. We do have a 501c3. Nice. So we would just love. We're new.
Okay.
So we're getting ourselves off the ground, getting our certifications together, and
great platform to start.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I'm loving. It's like a lot of people in here tonight. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna highlight some of these comments. It says, "My woman and kids are in before the sun, and my door doesn't open after sundown." Absolutely.
Oh, that's right, Mr. Lorex.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let me see what else we got. Let's see. Here's It helps. I have a black belt. A lot of folks found out about me with that. I don't have that problem. Absolutely. I like this, Danica. It said, I have 4 daughters. They have been through training classes. They taught them how to escape closed spaces, zip ties, and etc. It's so important, people. I am trying to learn myself, so
man, great mother.
We need to write that down. We really need to implement that. I wish I had my notebook.
Okay.
You got something? Okay.
I'll jot down.
We need to, that's why it's great to have people on there where we can bring our brains together, because we didn't even think about that. We're talking about your mental state and how to be better people. But now we're bringing it into, now they're going through some things, and they might be persuaded by somebody to do things that they don't want to do. How do you teach these young people to protect themselves and be careful about that? Not everything is so glitz and glammy. It's not for you.
Right.
You can make this on your own if you do it the legal way. And what we're trying to do is incorporate where they learn how to create a business, LLCs.
Nice.
Teaching them about financing and things like that, along with their mental health. So getting to the gist of, okay, you might go to college, you might go get a job, but what about your future? What about your retirement in the end? Because how me and Kai says, retirement is not going to be there when we get older.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, you have a lot of adults that need that. Like, it's just not for the youth, even though it's a great thing to bring in with the youth at an early age.
Because they're the future. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but no, it's open to all persons. It will be for all people, but our main focus to start it off is that youth,
because people not having jobs and not being able to do certain, it's little things like that affects the mental health. So if we can help with those resources, that's part of us, helping, being a coach, saying, okay, hey, here's some tools that you can utilize to get you back going to where you need to be. If not having a job stressing you out, okay, let's talk about it. Let's help you get calmed down. Now, sometimes we might have to refer out to a therapist.
What you got, Phaedra?
As a therapist, how do you break the ice? Because in the Black community, we don't want to talk about mental health. So it's like, how do you break the ice with our community to inform them that we be going through stuff too, but we don't want to talk about it. Like, so how do you start the conversation with somebody who's always, I figured out, or just shut down when you be like, well, have you ever thought to talk to somebody about this?
Well, go ahead. Me personally, because I help, in the background, what I do Atlanta sports talk too. And I've noticed there's a lot of people that kind of come to me because sometimes we bring in real life situations and we just, we check people mentally. Like, how you doing? How you feeling? We make them laugh. But there's a lot of people that watch our show and it's like, you know what? Your show has brought me out of the dark place. And a lot of time these conversations are starting to come into my inbox. And people that watch us daily have really came down to me. It was like, Maggie, I just don't know right now. I don't know. But what I do and what people really do appreciate is because I also have my own mental health, what I deal with. I have to take medicine. I see therapists and, so it's my personal. So it's not a textbook, session. I'm going to break it down to you. It's like, I understand you because I was there with you. So I know you're against what we have to help you here with. And then, of course, you do it at how you feel. It's your pace. If you don't feel like getting up today, it's perfectly fine. It's fine for that. You do need that mental day, but don't lay in it. Understand there's others like that. So what we do is we bring our personal experience into it. It's like, you know what? I have a story for that. This is what I went through. This is how I dealt with it. Now, how can you apply that? Tell me, so my own therapist has said, yes, you can set yourself up. Everybody got these high expectations of what they need to do. I need to be doing this, doing that.
They overthink it.
They overthink it. And then they beat themselves up when they don't achieve it that day. It's like, no. One thing that I learned was be proud of the part that you did achieve.
Okay.
It's better than where you was yesterday. So if you only manage to get yourself up a little bit and, get your coffee and do a little exercise and that's all you could do that day, be happy about that. That can, whatever you had that set goal, set it for tomorrow. But don't turn it back and say, you know what, I can't do this. You can do it. It just might take you step by step. It's one day at a time when it comes to your mental health. People don't understand that. It's going to be challenges you're going to go through. You got a whole, right now in this generation, in this world right now, finances, people are taking on 2 or 3 jobs. They're exhausted. They're not sleeping. They're delirious. They're just trying to make it. Do you understand that? So you just have to find your inner peace. You got to take 15 minutes of your day. Hide yourself, turn your light off. I don't care if it's in your bathroom, sitting on the toilet.
Yep.
You just need that moment to just say, you know what? Okay.
And get out and enjoy some time. Like I tell the kids at the school, these 11th graders and seniors, I got this to do. And over summer, I said, look, and they all want to keep in touch with me. They have my phone number in case they need, like they gravitate. I'm a people person. Maggie is a people person. It doesn't take much for people. And I have had a few people say, why am I just met you and I'm telling you my life story, whatever. They feel the energy. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I tell them, I understand you have all this important stuff. You have these priorities, but I need you to take time and enjoy yourself. I need you to take a break. You have to allow yourself to just breathe from it from a minute and then come back refreshed. And like Maggie said, and Maggie, I had to do that with myself. You know, I don't know if all of you know, I have talked about, you know, one of my grandmothers passed away in 2019, unexpected. Yes, she was over 90 years old or whatever, lived a long life. But we sold our home and we're in the home now, taking care of it, rehabbing it. It's a lot of work, big, nice home, but it needs work, updating and stuff, right? Lots from internal to the outside. And I had quite a few times I have become overwhelmed because I'm like, oh my God, it just seems like it's so much. But I had to take a step back and say, wait a minute. We have replaced the heating and air. We have replaced flooring. We have done things. We have gotten trees that needed to be cut down, just certain things cleared out. And yes, it's a lot, but we have made, you know, progress. And I have to lean on that for me to understand you are making progress. Focus on that. Stop focusing on everything. Just like you said, step by step, day by day.
Yeah. It's not gonna happen overnight, like Blackberry said. It's hard out here for a pimp. Gotta keep your hands clear. You know, so
Mr. Blackberry, tonight is not the pimp night, sir.
Phaedra, so have you incorporated like mental health talks with your girls?
No, that's on my topic list because I'm, again, you know, like I said, I can't, how you just started, like I will listen to you, but it's like, I don't know what to say after you tell me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not going to sit up here and put you in this predicament, but I don't have an answer for you, or, you know what I'm saying? I don't have the correct tools to help you with that. But I can, of course, everybody like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What you need to do or this, you know what I'm saying? Like how you just explained, like I never could have came up with that.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what, Phaedra, that's another thing. We all don't have all the answers. Like that might not be your expertise, whatever. But again, you have resources now.
Yeah.
You have two women up here.
You bring in those people, because look, we don't know about the human trafficking. So that's the part of our, you know, everybody have their strengths and everybody have their weaknesses. So it's
you're consulting with people. That's what you're doing.
I say about
might not have all the answers. I might have to call Maggie and say, Maggie, I have a situation. I'm stuck. How do
you know? And I always say this, Kai, and you know, this is my favorite motto: we're better together than we are apart.
Yeah, we're not meant to soar alone, people. I don't need nobody.
I know this. I got this. You take that help.
Put y'all on the calendar to come talk to these guys. So we're gonna have to talk after this so that way I can put y'all on.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we will.
Okay, it's gonna be on a Wednesday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
You said it's gonna be on a Wednesday, but you don't know which one yet.
Right. That's why I got to get with you all to see what schedule works for you all. But I know for a fact all my days are Wednesdays, and the time is 5 to 7.
5 to 7.
Okay. Well, the way what I'm gonna have to do, if it's a day like that, I will have to leave early because I get off at 6.
Oh,
so I'm right there.
At 6 now?
Yeah. I got a new position. I got a new position. That's why I be so tired at night. But
we about to have to change all of that.
Oh, we will. We working on it. We working on it. So we're gonna connect and get together and get all these ideas together. Because guess what, baby? We are about to be bigger than you thought we were. When you come together, because I'm telling you, Phaedra, we got some excellent community. We got some professional, like in the she is a she worked in the VA. And she's been doing it for years as far as mental health. And she pointed us in the right direction to get where we need to go. Mm-hmm. So we have some big people that can come in and really that are, professional, been doing it for some time. And you understand the VA is people that's dealing with PTSD and everything, some very extreme cases. So we do have some connections, even if we can't show up. We do have some people that can really speak to these youth, but I would love to be a part of that as well.
Mr. Urban too. And, I talked to him. I was just speaking to him as well, Maggie, and he's gotten his thing. Remember I shared it on our social media with the kids. That's his niece's kids that he has adopted and he takes care of, and he's helping people that are taking in kids and giving them resources so they won't have to come out of pocket with everything, because you know how the state does and you know how the system is sometimes. So that's another resource, a partnership that we have working with, foster care kids and the people that are taking them in to help them raise these kids and provide.
Right.
Yeah. And one thing that we definitely wanted to do is, how children have their volunteer things they have to do, their community service hours. We want to incorporate it to being where we give back. I want to do like keeping them. My biggest thing is keeping them off the street.
Right.
Where I wanted to incorporate I talked to Kai about this, but not only are we talking about your mental health and things like that, but we're keeping them active and busy. So I was thinking about doing like I'm into production. Drama was my big thing in high school. Like I love entertainment. I love music, all of that. So I fell in love with theater and just everything about that. So I want to, grab a group of people, young kids, and they create plays and they present it. And what's going to happen is they're building their everything, their wardrobe. So we'll go to clothes donations, thrift stores. They're building their own production. This is theirs. I have no control over it other than just guiding them and making sure it looks good. But this gives them excitement and some type of involvement in something that's like, you know what? I did that. We just did this production. It needs to be more of that, because I went into Banneker High School. I hate to call that school out, but it was one day I was actually pitching this. I was thinking about it. I was like, how can I get involved with the youth? And I actually asked, I said, hey, do you have like a performing arts program here? Because, we had that back in the day, drama club. She said, we got one, but they're taking it out of schools now to where it's more of a volunteer type thing where they created some makeshift situation. And it's like, okay, can somebody volunteer? They was allowing me to get ready to volunteer and everything else, but I ended up pulling my child out of that school. But that just speaks volumes to me that we're taking everything out of schools. It used to be recess and all kinds of things to kind of just get them out of that phone, those tablets, those computers, sitting in a classroom all day.
Yeah.
Yes, they're going to be frustrated. Yes, they're going to fight you. They are overwhelmed, exhausted, and they're sick of looking at you all day long.
And you know what, Maggie? Let me say this. Phaedra, you talked about the girls that, that you talk to or whatever. That also can be something that we can introduce to them as well if they're interested, just being a part of that, building something, like she said, making their clothes, production.
Because it's gonna be everybody not gonna want to do the play, but you can have set designers, you can have prop people, everybody's strengths and weaknesses, what you're good at. Everybody has a certain role, and we'll put on these things during the summer and holidays time, so it won't interfere with their school. But that's really what I want to. And that's
send our kids to us. Send them. We're in Atlanta. We're in Atlanta.
We will. We're
gonna get together. Men, We ain't scared of them boys either. Bring them. I'll box them down real quick. I'm not afraid. All of my kids are taller than me, even the 10 and 12-year-old.
I wouldn't mind working with your youth that you're talking to, Phaedra. You know, like just really getting them, not only just teaching them about sex trafficking and but giving them something to look forward to.
Right.
We love kids too, by the way. We just don't box them down. I really like kids. I do.
Half of them need to be boxed out though. Ooh, but one thing like it's like once you crack that shell, you really get a kid. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's the point of, do you have the patience for it? And like you were saying, you were saying that Maggie, you said that when you went to the schools about the drama and stuff. And my whole thing, what I came to play, because I did get a partnership with Tri-City High School.
Oh.
This is the crazy part. Getting into the schools is like the worst, because you have people in those schools, I'm not talking about Tri-City, but you have people in school now in the play. They're just there for a check. They don't want to be involved. I've had counselors and principals tell me, I went to a middle school trying to get in, talk to the kids. They was like, oh, it's too late for them. And I'm like, what? We giving up on the youth in the middle school?
Yes.
That is the prime age right there. No, we can't listen. Even with sports, y'all, training with sports, my husband trying to implement that program. I know Mad Mike is trying to do some things with the youth too. We got stuff to take care of, y'all, and it's right here. It's right here in the palm of our hands. All we got to do is put it into action now. We already got it. It's here. It's here. From sport to mental health to, the short films, the plays, just getting them involved, giving them that open table to speak freely in a safe environment. Seriously. These kids, I'm talking to me. I called Maggie one day in tears. I was at my kids' practice in tears. Call her from the baseball field. I was in tears because another parent told me that the group of friends, her daughter, that I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah. Over. It could be over this pen. But I'm serious.
I get it and I understand, and I'm not saying like I justify these children's behavior, but we have to, as parents, we got to look at it from their perspective. When we were coming up, yes, peer pressure, it was out there, but it's so much 10 times worse now because they got the phone, they got the social media, like their stuff. When you fought, that was it. But when they fought, it gets viral. Like these kids, like it's so much that they have to deal with, and it's like, dang, if you can't open your eyes and see the severity of pressure that these kids are dealing with, then that says a lot about you.
Absolutely. That's why I've been an advocate for my own daughter. She 2 years ago during COVID, she blacked out, and it's something traumatic. It messed her up, and the biggest thing that a lot of them told me when she went into that institute, it was like, you know what? A lot of these kids don't have that support behind them. They're in there, don't know when they're going, how they're going, or who to call to when they release from these facilities. So she keeps in touch with these girls that's in and out, and they don't have anybody.
They don't
have anybody.
Also, Maggie, and this is something I meant to mention to you earlier. I'm not going to say their names because they're not of age, so to protect their privacy, and they're not quite adults yet. I have a couple of young ladies at the school that I work at, and I love them to death. And they would be good mentors too, kind of because they're closer to age. I want to involve girls, a little older to kind of mentor to these to their peers too, and to these middle school girls and boys. I love them to death. So at some point, and they talk to me every day. I think, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna need you girls. I'm really gonna need you all. But yeah, I won't, hopefully, you all will get to meet them, but I don't want to say their names or anything, because like I said, they're still underage, and I just want to keep them protected, and parents and all that kind of stuff going on. But yeah, they're wonderful young ladies that I think can help us reach them.
And I highlighted the comment, this right here about, how the portable door locks, where you were talking about the hotels and things like that. That's where you find it's $12, inexpensive for hotels, and get a door stopper. So everybody, please be vigilant. Just take these notes in. Just be careful about the headphones. If you're going to put one on, take one off so you can hear your surroundings. Don't be wearing these big hoodies and all this going on, covering up your peripheral. You just can't see on the side of you. You seeing everybody else in front of you. You're doing yourself a disadvantage where your surroundings is not protected. You don't know who's coming behind you. You don't know anything. And it's happening, like you said, at these train stations, airports, schools, malls. It's happening so often. And then you just see this piece of paper and you just,
right. Throw it out. Up in a cage somewhere looking crazy. But let me find these quick facts right quick. I never got to get the numbers. All right, so a pimp can make anywhere between 150 to 200,000 per child a year.
Per child?
Per child, yes. This is a global problem. In Atlanta alone, these traffickers make $300 million a year. Yes. All right. So 76% of transactions of human trafficking with underage girls starts on the internet. 76%, y'all. 1 in 3 children who run away from home are approached by a trafficker within 48 hours of them running away. The youngest dated for a sex trafficking victim is the age of 12. And children account for half of victims of human trafficking. So I just wanted to put that out there and share that with you all real fast.
So what makes, what are the, what keeps them there? I know you said you groom them, and like, do you have a percentage of who actually gets out and stays out?
It's very low. I know I have it somewhere, but I'm just going to throw this number. Just say we have 100, and out of those 100, you'll get 2 that'll stay out. Like, it's very, very low. So I just say 1% that actually get out and stay out.
That's too low.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. But, again, that's their normalcy, because if you groom someone from the age of 12 to 20 something years old, that's all they know. That's just like us. We get up and go to work every day. That's our normalcy,
Yeah.
So if somebody has made you have sex from the age of 12 to this, that's all you know. You used to that lifestyle. You're not going to leave. And we just got to bring awareness to this, y'all, because
we will. This right here, this episode itself just opened my eyes to a lot, and is implementing how we need to go about our program that we want. It's always good to communicate with people that do different things, but we definitely want to write this down and learn a little bit more about it, so we would love to come just sit and listen to you and just learn some more about it, because we do want to bring awareness to it, be definitely advocates for it, because it happened. It almost tried to happen to my daughter, but see, I'm very protective.
Good.
It was basically the internet. Like someone said, it's the internet. And it was like the gaming sites. And it's like, how they have these chat groups and everything else. And it's like, I'm looking for a friend. I'm looking for a friend. It ended up being a grown man.
Most definitely.
And now she was terrified though by it, because she said he used to, hit her up, try to message her and everything else. But then she noticed the conversation starting to get too inappropriate. And I knew something was up. I was like, Naomi, because she was like, can't see.
12, 13, what age?
No, let me see. This is 2 years ago. So she's about to be 18. So she 16. It was May. So she wasn't even 16 then. She was 15. And and he messaged her. And what happened is they get these numbers and then she'll block them. They'll turn around, get that same number, and another number, and hit you up and find a way. So she finally had to come and tell me. She was like, but this is when her anxiety had went extremely up, though. My child is not allowed to just go out and do anything without me knowing where the hell you are.
Good.
Even if you're friends with somebody, I need to meet mama and daddy, and I need to meet this person before you do anything without, me knowing, So I have an open dialogue with my girls and son. It's like, I'll know before you know. So you might as well tell me, but she finally broke down and was like, Mom, somebody was trying to get me to get out the house. He basically was like, hey, meet me at a park or something like that, but she told me, and I was thanking God that I was there paying attention to my child.
Girl, I promise you, I would have met him. I would have kept going like it was.
But we did call the cops, the authorities. They was like, really, it's nothing you can do if it's really nothing you can do. Honestly, it's sad because it's all internet. It's all, so it's like, it's nothing you can do unless she actually was going there being violated.
And
so I prevented it from happening.
Like on Lifetime and stuff, I've seen movies, and like what you said, you can't do anything or whatever. Yeah. Woo.
All right, so here go 6 good ways to prevent sex trafficking, guys. All right, so 1 is we're going to spread awareness. 2, let's stay informed. 3, report a tip. 4, let's volunteer. 5, register for training. And 6, know the signs. Those are ways that we can help prevent sex trafficking.
Hey. And we have a question from Wolf Day 1A1. Yeah, I'm subscribed to his channel, definitely. He want to ask you something, Phaedra. Do you think there's a difference between human trafficking and migrant smuggling?
Absolutely not. Nope. None whatsoever. It's the same exact thing.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I think that was the same. Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same.
It's even more with, they're crossing the border, things are happening. So it's like, I'm coming out here for the opportunity. Oh, what opportunity do you want?
I think that's why they labeled it migrant smuggling.
Right, right.
To sound like he's trying to meet Jesus. Look, and it's sad because, they can't, because they know what to do. You can't trace it.
Right.
So.
That's smart now. I give them that.
And my Bible was like, thank God my child didn't give my information out or anything like that. But she was terrified to even tell me that, though. Because I was like, what? I was heated. But our location wasn't compromised, anything like that, thank God. But
that's a blessing.
That was a scary, scary, scary thing to learn about that. These chat groups and everything else it can be anybody posing it. And that's what I tell them. I said, I even give them my story. I was raped when I was in 9th grade.
Oh no.
Yeah. And by a grown 40-year-old something. And I use that. Like I'm real very upfront with my children about things. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I don't hide anything. And I was like, do you understand that you can be here today and gone tomorrow?
And you can story about you mind sharing a little bit to us? Like,
yeah. I was going at a school, Harper Archer High School. Anybody know about it? Where when I was in middle school, I took a standardized test that said that pretty much I played around with because I didn't care about them tests. So I didn't really, take the test seriously. But what they did at that time was based your test scores and all that on the school you go to. So, you don't qualify for a magnet program. So, but I'm very intelligent. So I end up going to a bad school, Harper Archer, where I ace it like nothing. I'm making straight A's in that school. It ain't nothing. So I got bored. I wasn't as challenged. So I used to skip school and hang out with the wrong people. And it was just one day I'm walking, because the way my house was set up, I can walk to my neighborhood and get home. So it was one day I'm skipping school. And everybody else we was skipping. And it was one day the principal pulled up on us. And he, slowly pulled up. Everybody scattered. Oh God, the principal. So I'm running and going, and I weighed nothing but a buck, 10 or something in high school. And this grown big man came along, and of course, that's how they do you. Here, I got some, this back with CDs was the thing when you had the big CD books. Oh, I got music. I got this. So naive to the situation, and boom, it happened. And pretty much that affected who I was as a, I started just wilding out because I felt like, for one thing, that was the first time. So I felt like my innocence was taken away. Mm-hmm. So I just didn't care about life anymore. I'm just like, you know what, whatever. So I was just doing my thing. And thankfully, my mother was like, no, we got to get up out of this. We got to leave this area because it was poverty area, things like that. So we moved over to the College Park eventually. But I tell my story to my daughters, and it was to the point where I could see this man in my vision. I was terrified to even see certain cars that might reminded me of this person, and he had a whole ID, a work ID in his, windshield. So these people are open and don't care. So it's like when that thing happened with my daughter, I was like, I got on her. It was like, you have to watch who you speak to. Mm-hmm. You don't know who's behind that fake profile.
That's right.
There are sick individuals out here targeting you. Mm-hmm. So I tell them the story, because I want them to understand what I had to go through so they can learn from my experience. So it's taught them to be very open to me about what's going on. But families, people, you have to do that. Yeah. You have to be in all your kids' business. I don't care. Mm-hmm. Be in their business. You need to know what the hell is going on with your child. Right. I don't care. You are the parent. Take control of that situation. Yep.
Totally agree.
Just like I told you earlier, Maggie, I'm not here. I'm not trying to be your friend, honey. I'm your parent.
That's right.
I'm here to make sure, to teach you. You know what I mean? Especially in the world like today. It's rough. Mm-hmm. Teach you to make sure you have the tools and the knowledge to be prepared. I don't care about your attitudes, but what
that could have been it for me, y'all. Thank God that this man, I fought my way out of this situation.
Yeah.
But that could have been it. I could have been tipped on off to another whole country, and nobody would have ever known where I was.
In the trunk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's how they do it. They just, they throw the candy bar at you. Come on, you want this? Oh, this look good. I'm here to be your friend. People, this is why this episode is very important. So, Phaedra, how can they find some more information about you?
Yeah. All right. So you guys can follow me on Instagram at self_made_beauty2022. That is my nonprofit page, or you can email me at info@selfmadebeauty.
Okay, and then you guys check the description and the chat after this show. I will make sure her social media is posted so you can find her and follow her. And look, you don't have, you can be anonymous. If you know somebody that really needs some help, that's running away, this is who you need to talk to and communicate. And we need to take our children back and protect them, people. We really have to. Mm-hmm. And Vita, we're gonna definitely talk to you after this because we really want to try to get this. We got a link and everything. So thank you guys for just tuning in. I know our technical difficulties earlier today, but the message I'm loving is so many people in this chat tonight. Keep that going. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss out. But at the same time, y'all know we got a cash app. Yeah. Champagne Confessions. Please. $ donate. Donate.
Right.
Donate because we have so many things that we want to do in the community.
And y'all hear it. Y'all hear what we trying to do. We're gonna go in, Phaedra, if you don't mind, Maggie mentioned us you know, if we could, when we can come out, just kind of sit back and see how you run things. We just want to,
we want to learn.
We want to learn,
see, you know, because we want to bring those talking points into our conversation. And we definitely want somebody that's been in it for 3 years now. So I think you got a grasp of, you know, and it's actually going to make me start looking now. I really want to like pay attention to the you know, the numbers and things like that. And I'm going to start, you know, I already been that way. I like when I go out with people, I was like, we come together, we leave together. That's just the bottom line.
Exactly.
You know, I'm like that even to this day. People mistake me for like 20 something sometimes. So it's like you might think I'm young, but sweetie,
they do.
Don't try me.
Oh my God, no, we have grown kids, like a lot of kids and everything, like you know, especially when you dress down, like no.
Yeah, we were looking like some whole kids the other episode, though.
My husband,
I'm going to look at that, right?
Girl, with the 2 ponytails, he was like, yo, you already look young. Like, he was laughing. He was like, and my kids was like, Mom, you look 12. Like, literally. Whoa. You look 12.
Oh no, Wolf, definitely. This was just a special guest today. So we will open the platform up to you guys. If you want to be on the next one, you guys know how to find me. Wolf, you need to find me on social media. I'm Miss Maggie T, wherever you can find me, but find me so we can really talk some more. Because it's hard to find you. I can't reach you on social, you know, YouTube. But
and then follow, hold on, Maggie. They need to follow My Mental Space 21. What is it? My Mental Space 21. That's the number 2 and 1 on Instagram and on YouTube.
We're gonna put it up there. That's why I said we're gonna close it on now and everything. Like I said, I'm gonna make sure Phaedra's information is on the YouTube comments after this, so in description, so people can find out where she's at and follow, subscribe, and get her numbers up, people. Please get her numbers up.
Help me get my numbers up.
Most definitely.
Oh, we will. Oh, and you are welcome to come on back, even if you just want to chat with us for a different type of topic. But I feel like sex trafficking, human trafficking, is a topic that doesn't get much airplay.
Right.
It's not enough awareness and people speaking out against it, you know, about it. So, so this is how you find Miss Kai. And then of course, there's in the work that I will be part of this little venture with her, with My Mental Space. So, yes, we're working on that because, you know, I've been wanting to get my another nonprofit under my belt. And I'm thinking it's like, what better way is to partner with my homegirl? You know. We're gonna do this thing.
We might as well. We work together, so you
exactly. We might as well be together on everything. Yes. But how can they find you, Kai?
All right. So as you can see on the bottom, wonderful family. You can follow My Mental Space on the following platforms: Instagram, My Mental Space 21, as well as Twitter at My Mental Space 21, Facebook, Facebook and YouTube, My Mental Space Incorporated. The Cash App right there is My Mental Space. Again, any funds going there,
wherever,
is going towards our mission, our nonprofit. We're really serious about it. That's our life. That's our life. You know. So anything appreciated. And we will, anybody that, you know, that donates, we will make sure that we highlight you all, because that's important to us. You know what I mean? The support.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much. Love you all. As you know, I know we talk real stuff here, but we also enjoy and have fun and bring some light, because it's a lot of darkness. Look at our numbers. We're growing. I'm just excited. We had 20. I saw 21 people in here now.
Yeah.
You know?
And we just started it this year. So I appreciate you, Kai. And I appreciate everybody that's got the message today. And
I love all.
One thing I can say about this, if you don't take one thing out of this, you take, you know, it could be whatever you got going on in your life. You can get one message out of this. We've done our jobs, you know. So I take this, people, share this out. It's a new Iris. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. You are welcome. We appreciate you guys. The takeover is coming here. And and all you guys in the chat, please, you can be a part of this. You can help us. We'll announce our big events that we'll be happening soon. We got a lot of things in store, including a walk that we're trying to do for some causes. We'll keep y'all in about that. But as far as finding me, Wolf, I'm talking to you. Follow me anywhere. Instagram, Twitter, Gmail, email me, Maggie T Productions, Cash App the Champagne Confessions. Find me anywhere you want to be. Or if you can't get me, get Mike. He'll be able to reach me. That is what some people are doing. They'll reach Mike. I heard somebody reaching out for you. Well, thank you, Mike, for the message. But no, we appreciate you guys just tuning in. I'm so happy to see you guys. Great conversation.
Maggie, I do have to say this. I spoke a lot about my mental health and things that I went through, and I finally had to sit with myself a couple of years ago. During that time, I started, I'm a big sports fan, Atlanta all day, straight up ATL, Falcons, Hawks, Atlanta United, Braves. I can keep going. Anything Atlanta. I'm a big sports fan. And I came across Mad Mike. He was the first channel. And I was like, wow, I'm feeling his energy because I get him. And just finding other fans, because we have to, you got them fans that when they doing good, or they want to jump on the bandwagon, it's like whatever, move on. But I found some real fans during that time, because that's the only thing I could hold on to look forward to, so every time I saw another video, I mean at work, I was tapping on Mike live, or he posted another video. I mean, he helped me to get through those times. I mean, just to have something to live for. It was anything. You know what I mean? And then after that, it was Jew Talk, then K Styles, then Blackberry, and I mean, all of y'all, even Blackberry, I don't know if he knows this, but even with him, I just started subscribing, and I said, okay, these are my people that I'm going to listen to. And I anytime they post, I get excited, because that's all I had to live for. Like, seriously. I didn't say anything during lives. I just needed to hear and be there and watch, And then after a while, Maggie came on. I was like, wow, dope. Another female into sports. I'm feeling her vibe. You know what I mean? I can relate to her. And so I just want to say to all of you, thank you for that. I knew one day that I knew one day I was going to grow that personal relationship. And it has happened.
Hey, I know. And this is beyond, like I said, Deidre, we don't just have, like, this is a newer platform right here, but this all kind of incorporated from the sports platform. And like what ATL Leo said, I hate talking about my anger issues, but you guys make me want to break my wall down.
Yes, I love it.
We can. One thing about us is we are a family unit. And so many people out there that try to point us out to be the bad people and things like that, but it's people that genuinely are reaching out to me and say, you saved my life today. I laughed. I needed that. So we joke and we cut up sometimes, but we also bring our personal experience. And like Mike, me and Mike lost our two loved ones around the same time. I'm getting ready to be coming up on my birthday, June 4th. My brother died June 8th. So, I have a lot. going on. And this platform has been my therapy, So of course my birthday's coming around. I'm celebrating my brother and me at the same time, you guys. So we appreciate you. And Kai, that's why I said we always connected. We connected all the time.
We connected. Like I came out, she had the opening. I said, let me go support my husband and I. I'm transparent. We were just going through something at the time, and it was a lot. But I needed to go out. It was late, that was new for me, leaving the house at 10 o'clock. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to go. I said, I want to go. I want to meet Maggie in person, and sometimes I still look at that picture, it's on the AFN community page, whatever. And I'm like, wow, that was the beginning, of a great friendship. And I can't leave out Wolf calling. He said, you need to Puerto Rico. Wolf, I'm subscribed to you. I found you. It's been over a year. And I was like, yeah. So you added in. You are not left out, my friend. I love you. I love you too. I love all of you.
Right, people. You better be back here next week, same time. But Miss Phaedra, we about to be family too, ma'am. We got to talk. Ma'am. We definitely got to get some things going because I love what you're doing, and I commend you to just stick with it because we need people that we can be, recognizable. Mm-hmm. They can relate to, those young girls can relate to you. And really, because it's a lot of them that just choose the horrible life. Mm-hmm. They're in and out of jail. They're using drugs.
Yeah.
They got to understand that there's a different way about living. You can be anything you want to be. Don't let these crutches hold you down and keep you where you are. You got to overcome that and get out of that. So on that note, people, you ain't coming back, Aunt. You know what, Aunt?
We ain't stunning him. Don't stun. He just talking. He know he can't get away. He cannot get away.
But that's right, y'all. Back again next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't even know what we're talking about, but we always got something good, you guys. I need Old School Part 2 show. We got a request for Old School Part 2. We're finna put that in the book.
Oh, the old school. Oh, so they love that.
They want it. Okay. But thank you guys. We appreciate you.
Thank y'all.
And we are out of here.
See y'all. Love y'all.
Love you.